What is the worst thing about going down on your grandmother? Hitting your head on the lid of the coffin.
Oh shit.
That joke is stolen from Gilbert Gottfried, but yeah, it's extremely hilarious and dirty. Okay,
Yeah.
so welcome everyone to a new episode of The Listening Room. I am Surfer Josiah in Hawaii, chilling with my surfboard.
Yeah.
An
And I'm
astronaut.
in space, but without a
Astronaut.
spacesuit. So
Astronaut Sean.
he's either god or an alien who can breathe in
Not
space.
Sean.
And Devon
Yeah.
is
Relaxing in space.
In the Bay Area. I'm in the Bay Area.
with the Antichrist t-shirt on.
You can't really see it. I can't really see his
You
Bay
can't
Area.
see it, then don't tell lah.
The Na Bay area. What
The
Bay?
Na
Which
Bay.
Bay? The Na Bay. I don't know. Yeah, we're all
Now we
social
are
distancing.
in CB.
We're in CB. We're
Right,
social
the
distancing.
T-by period time in Singapore.
Yeah.
The CCB
So-
period.
Yeah, but we are here to fuck around for the next 45 minutes to an hour. So let's start out with something really important,
Sure.
and that is the closure of McDonald's.
Oh,
Mm.
damn.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna starve, but thank God the other fast food chains did not follow suit.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
McDonald's have some
No, because they had cases. They had 7 cases. You know?
Yes. Yep.
so blame their
I think
employees
across, like-
for fucking up the lives of us Singaporeans. Terrible.
Happiness.
Absolutely terrible.
That's what
Dude,
they have
dude,
drained the happiness out
like,
of
we should be thankful.
lay
Man.
people.
We should be thankful. 7 of them could have infected all of us with God knows what.
They could infect the cheeseburgers, and then when we have the cheeseburgers, you get
Yeah.
AIDS.
Every time you ate
Wow.
the McSpicy and you went to the toilet afterwards, it's not because of the McSpicy, it's because how it was.
No, but McSpicy, you see, is spicy and oily. I think it will kill the COVID-19 in your lungs. The moment you
Dude, I
bite
think-
into it,
I think it kills everything.
it will just burn your lungs out.
Except the taste buds.
Yeah,
First
that's
That's
thing
why
it will
it's
kill the McSpicy. First thing it will kill would be your ring the next morning.
that's how you
Burning
know that
ring,
you're
like-
healthy. Because you shit everything out. All the disease.
You
That's
might
true.
also suffer from indigestion.
And that.
Yeah.
For me, it's different. For me, the first bite on the McSpicy is the best. And then when you finish it, it goes, well, not so well. Oh my God. But the fuck.
And then you lose 1 kilo.
Yeah.
You lose 1 kilo.
But
It's
what do you
always
go for?
good.
Do you go for
Yeah.
McSpicy single? Like
Single.
McSpicy or McSpicy double?
Single.
Actually, single with
When-
cheese. Always.
Single
Always.
with cheese. But
With
Always.
cheese.
Yeah.
where I learned that lesson, right, was when we were at poly.
Mhm.
There was a McDonald SP.
Yeah.
It is a McDonald's. I don't know whether it's still there, but that McDonald's.
I think it's still there.
I always used to eat that one. I ate that so much. I think at one point I ate it for 2 weeks straight, and I got constipation
As in every day for 2 weeks straight.
every day for 2 weeks straight.
McSpicy.
Yeah. You know,
No,
whenever
like,
we
like
like the rest
McDonald's
of our
or
classmates,
McSpicy.
yeah, our rest of our classmates will like go to all the other food stalls in the food court. So the McDonald's is at extreme left.
Mhm.
And then they have like normal stalls selling like chicken rice, noodles, like Muslim food, like fruits, like fruit juice, everything is there. But Sean would always ask everyone who wants to eat
McSpicy.
McDonald's. And then most of the time it would be either him and another guy called Wilai. They would be the only two who would go there.
I can see that Sean hasn't changed much lah. After
No.
all this
No,
years.
he is not.
But
Yes, not.
now I limit myself. I do not eat that much McDonald's in a row consecutively.
You save McDonald's for a night at Stickies. After a night at Stickies.
Oh man, I'm missing that. I've been sober for 2 weeks.
Wait, you
I
didn't buy
know,
alcohol? You didn't purchase alcohol?
No,
I think
no,
more than
no,
2
no.
weeks, right?
More than 2 weeks, but I
More than
think
2
I
weeks.
had 1 can here and there. But god damn, I'm starting to see things clearly, and it's freaking me out.
You need to be sedated.
I need to be sedated from the pains of the world. It's
You-
freaking me
you-
out, man.
Yeah,
It's
have you
freaking
started
me out.
hallucinating from your lack of alcohol in the system?
Dude,
I
the
thought that
background
you
I
would-
had, The background I have
Yeah.
right now is representing what's in my head. I'm Spacey.
You're in space. You're spaced
Yeah,
out.
Spacey. Kevin Spacey, but hopefully not with the pedophilic inclinations.
Not hitting on young
Ooh.
boys, lah.
Wait, has that been proven?
What? Hitting on
Yeah,
young
he
boys?
apologized to the guy, right?
Oh yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
so I'm okay with saying it because it's fact, not slander.
yeah. It
Yeah,
is.
then he excused himself by saying that he's gay, what?
Like,
what he
sorry,
said.
I hit on a 15-year-old kid, but I'm gay. It's like,
Yeah,
what?
but I'm gay.
So should the gay community be offended by that? It's like, what were you trying to say? Are all gays pedophiles?
There's no community, lah, so let's not even go there.
I don't think. Yeah, I don't
No
think
one
any-
agrees. No one agrees with everything that everyone would ever say, lah. Like,
That's true.
That is
Yeah.
true.
But
Like
what about
the current
what about
situation
the
we're in?
what about the bubble
Like, no
tea
one
community in
agrees.
Singapore?
tell
I
again?
think. What about the bubble
Bubble
tea
tea
community in Singapore? I think they will agree
Oh, the
that
same. I think it's the same as. Oh, I think they are way worse than the Macdonald's community in Singapore.
No, but for I don't know whether this is true, but they were saying, like, the bubble tea, the people that went crazy for bubble tea when they said it was going to close down.
Yeah.
Mm.
They were saying how hypocritical if any of those people lining up for the bubble tea were the ones that were attacking people who were hoarding and
Oh.
buying. I mean, it's the same concept, man.
So there are
like,
people
why-
who
why
buy
that's
like
what-
10 bottles of bubble tea and then sell it on the night
Oh yeah,
itself.
there are others also. Just
Yeah.
buy it and sell it online, or buy and keep. Buy and keep is still okay. It's for your own pleasure. Go ahead.
Yeah.
But still, it's like, come on, man. It's not like it's going to go away forever.
How much is a second-hand bubble tea worth on Carousel?
Well, it depends on who's drinking it
Then I'm not sure.
or who drank
Yeah.
it.
No,
Hmm.
it's not drunk. What? It's sealed, right?
No, if you give me one bubble tea and you get Emma Watson to drink it, I'd buy it with my life.
What if I get Emma
That's
Watson
why.
to drink
That's
it?
why you're in outer space.
What if I get Emma Watson to lick the straw and then I send the straw to you? And you can do anything
Now
you want
there's
with the straw.
light. If you get Emma Watson to lick that straw, I will
Yeah.
get that straw under 24-hour gut.
Right.
The most precious straw in the world, unless it's of course COVID laced. Then I'll send it to WHO first for testing, for analyzing, and then but that would be
No.
cursing Emma Watson. No choice. That's true.
But if it's COVID laced, you can always, not put it in your mouth. Put it somewhere else.
It's been in Emma Watson's mouth. You
Yeah, she
want me
licked
to
it.
resist it? What? You guys are bringing out the inner creep in me. Stop. Image is gonna be ruined. My face is on this thing, so they can see my reaction.
What in a?
They can see the glee,
Yeah,
the
but
lust.
you have never been an inner creep, like. You've just been a creep.
Yeah. No, I've been an outer creep. The inside guy is as afraid of the outside guy. The inner guy is as creeped out as the. No, wait, the outer guy is as creeped out as the. I don't know.
It's never an angel and a devil. It's just two devils.
The devil corrupted the angel, bro. So he
No,
was an angel
yes.
devil, but the other two went over. It's like,
So it's
fuck
just-
it. Can't
It's
save
just
this
two
guy.
devils.
Yeah, just two devils.
devils.
But yeah,
Succubus.
on the evening where PM Lee actually gave the address the nation saying that circuit breaker is going to be extended, didn't one store in where was it? In Bedok or something, right? Like received 600 orders of bubble tea.
I thought it was Pongo.
600.
Yeah, like 600 orders in
I
like
thought
2
it was
hours
like
or some
Waterway
shit.
Point or something. Was
Oh
it
yeah, I think Waterway Point. Yeah, Waterway Point in Punggol. Yeah.
Waterway Point. Then that's where the fight happened. You saw the queue there also. It was crazy.
Yeah. A lot of delivery
Yeah.
drivers were waiting like hours
And
just
I
to receive their orders.
cannot understand it. I cannot. I like bubble tea. I drink bubble tea. You guys know also. I buy bubble tea when I go around to your place also. I like it.
Did you order on the night
Maybe.
of the extension of the circuit breaker? No.
Yeah, I remember sending you the text telling you that you should buy bubble tea. And then you were like, nah, I don't crave for it.
Don't crave. You can always get it, man. I do crave beer though. But you see, I also never say I never got beer.
Yeah, but beer
Yeah, you can also get that.
it at like Cold Storage or NTUC.
Yeah, maybe if they were to say I would never be able to get beer for a month, someone would die. But
No, I think it's not about the
natural
beverage.
progress of
It's
things.
about where you consume the beverage. I think that's the most important thing to show.
Actually, yeah, that's one thing. But the other thing is that bubble tea is one thing is that I don't know why it closed down. It's non-essential. I understand it's just drinks now, but I don't know. I think closing it down would doesn't really affect much. I'm not sure.
But now they're going to reopen, right? Many bubble tea stores on May 5th.
Yeah, May 5th.
Yeah.
I think they just wanted to stop like people going out and having that as an excuse. Oh, I'm going to get bubble tea. We want you to get food, not bubble tea.
They want to prevent a riot from the bubble tea community.
Yeah, apparently they saw how powerful that was.
You can get it from quite a number of shops.
Now you
I
can
think
go
like food courts, right? Like Sean was saying, like
yeah,
if you go to like a food court and if they have it.
The drink store has a attachment, and they have they sell bubble tea. Or some bubble tea stores, I don't know, maybe they were smarter about it, or they foresaw it, or they have foresight that if in this case things happen, they won't be affected. They open with kopitiam, I think. Like Jollibee, I just saw Jollibee's queue is now the business probably better for them because they sell both soybean and the soybean cakes, those things made from soy.
Right.
But technically, right, if you're selling snacks and drinks, right, you're not supposed to be open. So I don't understand what else are they selling.
Food, not snacks. I think they label them as actual food.
Like
maybe alternatives to anyone who's lactose intolerant. So it's quite.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. That makes sense.
Anyone that can't drink milk and can't get their calcium that way or protein that way, then soy is their only, or the food itself. Vegetarians.
Someone is vegan. Someone's vegan.
They can have soy. So bubble tea only applies to people who want their tea.
Wouldn't semen be the best answer? Organic, and also
to which question?
For people who are lactose intolerant to get their calcium and protein. Yeah, semen is organic, and is readily available in half the population.
Lactose intolerant, you should just drink milk. And you should drink 100% full cream milk. And fight fire with fire.
But to his semen question, the thing is that we're supposed to social distance and we're supposed to prevent fluid exchange. That one just goes against everything.
Yeah, no, you can social distance. Just like, put it into a small like beaker glass and then seal it tight.
Yeah, but that's your things, and then you have to verify that you're not infected with anything.
It's a risk. It's a risk. That's why I charge
it's very a risk cheap. You're willing to take.
I charge cheaper than the market value of 100
ml. What's the market value? What would you put? What would you charge for your semen?
I'll charge $5 under the market value, whatever the number will be.
Josiah, you have been watching too many
bite.
snake documentaries. That's what you have been doing. So you have been seeing them collect the venom into the cups.
Yeah.
You've seen so many footages of that right now. You're thinking about putting your own venom into a cup.
Yeah.
And isn't that what you call your penis? You call it the snake or the cobra?
Hey, like what they say, man. One man's venom is another man's, I don't know, medicine.
No, I hope for your sake. I actually hope that it backfires, and I hope there is a demand, and then you are the only supplier.
Oh, control the market.
Dry.
That's it, man.
You'll be milked dry.
Going to get rich.
So will it be only venom or medicine for men and not women?
Oh no, I don't. There's male or female, whoever wants. As long as you pay it, I'll give it. It doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You should come up with a name for
whoever wants to play the flute. You will give them.
I will give them. As long as
you're
send
gonna
the
be
money
so disappointed.
That's it.
You're gonna be so disappointed when they actually have a machine for you.
Like a milking machine, right?
Yeah,
In the shape of a
8
flashlight.
hours. 8 hours. 8 hours straight. She just stand there. You just like, you hate yourself after a day if you survive past the first hour.
If my PP doesn't
Yeah, so-
fall off lah.
If a PP, no, a cobra,
Cobra.
or what do you call it?
The black mamba, the brown mamba.
Black mamba, brown. There's no brown mamba.
No,
I don't
I
think
would
there's
be
a
worried.
brown mamba.
I would be worried if it was actually black.
No, it's light brown. It's light brown.
Worried.
Light brown with a red nose.
Wait, let me fact check myself.
Rudolph.
Are you fact checking for brown mamba?
No.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Deben
Yeah,
is fact checking.
no, there's no species called brown mamba lah. It's green or black,
Black.
and
Right.
the color is given by the inside of the mouth.
Okay.
Because even a black mamba looks brown,
Right.
but it's called black mamba because of the color of the mouth. Inside is all
Right.
black.
And it's one of the most
The black-
poisonous species of snakes, right? Black mamba.
Yeah.
So the black mamba is brown on the outside, or black on the inside.
Mm.
Only
Sean
the
is
mouth.
onto something. Sean is onto something. Yeah,
Brown on the outside, black on the inside.
exactly.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wait, let me put up a
Why are we
picture.
googling that anyways?
Hey,
You can't
fuck,
see.
because of
You
the
can't,
background,
you can't see because of the background.
I can Google black mamba.
Ooh, looks scary
It looks
though.
It looks scary. All snakes with venom.
Look like you. Oh, it looks like one bite and then that's it. Within 2 minutes, your heart will stop beating.
it
I
is-
think 20 minutes.
it's the most
20 minutes
poisonous,
without medical care, it's
You're
one
dead.
of the most poisonous.
Yeah.
Which one is the most poisonous?
It's an Australian snake.
Oh yeah, I forgot the name. I don't know. Never mind.
Inland taipan.
Taipan. Yeah, Taipan. Yeah, there was
It's a
one
snake
Australian
native
guy
to
that-
Australia.
Yep.
Probably in the bush, right?
Yeah.
The bush
One
area.
bite, and it causes I think total paralysis until you stop breathing. Wait, no, that's
Damn. Is there any like anti venom?
sorry, that's a blue ring octopus.
I think there is lah, but
A sting from a blue ring octopus is the one that will paralyze you until you stop breathing.
Right.
Your full
And the Japanese
paralysis.
eat that for dessert, probably.
yeah,
They have
inland
no fear.
central Australia.
They have no fear.
And the next one, right, is the Dubois sea snake, and it's also Oceania.
Right.
In other words, Australia.
Australia.
Yeah, dude, you only need 0.01 milligram per kilo to kill someone.
And
Damn.
the thing is that snake, every time it bites you, I think it injects like what, 10 times or 100 times that.
So it's enough to kill 10
Uh,
people, 10 adult males.
0.025.
One bite from the snake is enough to kill like a few people.
Which is
Imagine we
mad.
take that venom and then weaponize it.
I think
use it
that
to kill
it has
our
already
enemies.
been done lah. Dude, they use venom to make anti-venom.
Oh, that's also true.
You weaponize it.
So you can use my semen to make the anti-AIDS venom.
So by that logic, right, do you mean that you have AIDS?
No comment.
Because
need
that
to-
is the logical conclusion that someone will come to once
I need
you
to
have
speak to
said this
my-
after what you spoke about venom.
Let me
Because
check
you
with
use
my
venom to
PR
make
representative
anti-venom.
first. I need to check my legal team and my PR representative before I can answer.
if
the
you had a bunch of people behind the camera right now, okay, you'd be like, they'd be
no,
Yeah, they'll be
stop
like,
talking. Stop talking. Your stock is decreasing at the moment.
if I had anyone behind me, they wouldn't be in the room anymore. It's like, screw this, we're not gonna have any work to do the next day. No controlling.
no, Sean, you're not in a room, you're in outer space.
Yeah, without a helmet, you're
Okay.
god.
I've got a halo as well. I can't do it. Never mind, it's cool. Oh wait,
It looks like you're
inside.
glitching, dude, Sean.
Huh?
You look like you're glitching in and out of reality.
Oh,
Yeah.
the Matrix.
Yeah.
hardly in reality right now. We don't even know what we're in.
Reality is a
It's
So
a pandemic.
what have you guys been watching?
What? Watching a couple of movies. I watched the Sunderland documentary, Sunderland Till I Die, episode 1, season 1.
Yeah. That's on
Yeah.
Netflix, right?
Because I was craving
What's
some
that?
football action. So I just decided to watch the documentary.
So did the guy die?
No, no, it's about the Sunderland club. And there are 4 from Premier League to Championship.
Everyone just froze on my computer when I said that. I swear. I said, so did he die? And then you guys just froze. And I thought you guys were like shocked. I thought you guys were just like, what's up with Sean?
Yeah,
So what was the answer to it?
The next thing I'm going to watch probably is Tiger King. Because everyone's talking about it on Facebook and social media. I've got to see what's the fuss of it. The fuss is about.
I've yet to watch it, but I've been listening like so many like comedians, like like mainstream media, they're all talking about it. I think Snapchat made a filter for it, or Instagram. I don't know.
Yeah.
Which
Is
company
this
is
the
it?
one
But
with
they have made
Joe
Joe
Exotic.
Exotic. Yeah.
Yep.
Dude, apparently the guy was like dosing people and then like having sex with them, like raping men.
What? Are you serious?
Like, yeah, he was like dosing straight men and then he was having sex with them.
Wow. So he's a criminal, basically.
Yeah, I think he's in jail right now.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Like he also gained infamy for exposing that lady. Not say exposing, but implying that lady that was against him, the animal activist,
Oh, the Carol Baskin or something, Baskin or what? Yeah.
killed her second husband.
Yeah.
No, I have no idea. I haven't read anything into the story.
The whole like Tiger King thing is like damn mainstream right now.
So
thanks
no
to the
longer...
documentary
Yeah, because Netflix, like I think they were advertising it like mad.
Same with the whole how to frame a murderer. The one, the Sean and Stephen Avery.
Oh,
right after the documentary came out, everyone was like talking about that case and like
that Money Heist.
Money Heist is based on what?
Money Heist.
I've not watched it.
Yeah, it's a Spanish. It started it's a Spanish TV show, I think, and then Netflix bought it, and then it became famous.
Yeah, like they've been like chugging that, like pushing that. Once you log in, right, it's like one of the first few things that you will see.
Like the top 5 shit that trending on Netflix.
Money Heist, Tiger King.
I have no idea what it's about, but it's very popular for some reason. Everyone's watching.
I'm watching a lot of old stuff, man. Rewatching a lot of like old podcast stuff. Joey Diaz, dude. Joey Diaz showed his nuts on the Comedy Store Benefit.
Yeah.
With like Tom Segura, Bert Kreischer, and Theo Von, and then he took his nuts.
Oh, that was an old episode, right?
No. Yeah, it's like it was like last week or something.
Oh shit! Okay.
So they had like 3 different like groups. So they had, first one was Chris D'Elia, Tim Dillon, Whitney Cummings, and Bobby Lee and Andrew Santino. So it was a four screens, and then they were trying to raise funds for the people who are working at the Comedy Store. So the bartenders, the waitresses, like all the people who are earning like a wage from working there, not the comedians.
Right.
So the first batch, right, like all of them, like the comedians who were on, they donated money, and then people who were watching also donated money. So they raised like 30,000, I think, in the first hour.
Wow. Okay.
Then the second hour was Tom Segura, Bert Kreischer, Theo Von, and Joey Diaz. And they themselves like donated, and then people donated as well, like 36,000 or something like that. Yeah. Then the last hour was like a Chappelle Show reunion. Dave Chappelle, Bill Burr, Neil Brennan, and Donnell Rawlings, which was quite fun to watch. because you can see how boss Bill Burr is.
Right. Did Bill Burr work on
Yeah.
the Chappelle Show as well?
Yeah, he was in few of the skits, right?
Oh yeah. Correct.
Mm.
Right.
When he still had hair.
Yeah. That's why I saw that one. So they raised more than those people earn in the entire year. It's 30, it is like 60 plus, 70 plus
Yeah.
thousand maybe.
And I'm pretty sure like
Dave
most,
Chappelle one
loads
will
of
be also.
yeah, Dave Chappelle could have like just donated the whole amount, like just okay, whatever is the whole amount, I'll donate.
Yeah, true. But I think he wants to get other people involved also lah.
Yeah.
So that's like
So but you think about it, right? I don't know how many people work there lah. So they are most likely paying like wages for like 2 months wages or something like that.
yeah, that's true.
Which is a good thing lah.
I haven't been watching movies. I've just been rewatching a lot of those English variety shows. Would I Lie to You? 8 out of 10 Cats. Countdown.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
David Mitchell and Webb. David Mitchell is that funny.
Yeah, the guy's in Peep Show, right?
Yeah, he's quite good.
Yeah, he was a Peep Show, and then he's in Peep Show, and he's the way he shoots down people when he spots logical flaws. Him and Lee Mack.
He was on Mock the Week as well, right? David Mitchell.
I think so. At some point,
there.
Yeah,
At
one point,
James A. Caster also, and then Jimmy Carr.
Jimmy Carr is 8 out of 10 Cats, right?
8 out of 10 Cats, and then something he also appears on the Would I Lie to You? It's another show.
Oh yeah.
So it's quite funny. The Mitchell and Webb sketch shows also. English humor.
Yeah, English humor.
Deprecation. Self-deprecation. It's bad.
I was actually watching like StarHub, like cable, and just going through all the channels, and I was shocked to find It's Always Sunny on FX, season 14.
Oh shit! Really? Okay.
Yeah, the global warming episode was fantastic.
Oh yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah.
I remember seeing It's Always Sunny on one of the cable channels.
Episode.
Yeah, I first watched it on channel 5.
Oh what? It's Always Sunny?
Yeah, like long time ago. My sister and we watched season 1, episode 1 on channel 5 at like 1:30 in the morning.
Ooh.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Morning. I figured they would put it there.
I like the
time slot.
season 13 where they did the Me Too movement.
Oh, Time's Up.
Yeah, Time's Up. Yeah, Time's Up.
Me Too becomes Time's Up. Why Time's Up?
And D walks in. Time's up.
Then they
Time's
realized
up. Time's up.
Yeah. So then they realized that shit, right, could be used for almost anything.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like everyone has done shit like that. No, because like the definition of it, right, just got diluted to the point where anything could be taken as.
Which is what happened actually. It was a parody on life. Actual happenings, reality.
That's why the show is so damn good.
I think
it's very relevant.
They're still doing episodes now, right?
Season 15, I think. Yeah, I think should be out.
They're probably going to parody this. They're going to parody the. I think they already did. There was one episode where they were sick. Like they were sick, then Frank wanted to quarantine them.
Yes.
And everyone who was not sick got sick inside. Even Frank himself, who shaved and then covered himself with sanitizer.
Yeah.
It was a horrible
I just want
sight.
to be pure.
Right.
It was a horrible sight.
He wanted to shave.
Which brings the question.
I like the ending. Like all of them, right? They will be locked inside the toilet, right? And then they just figured out that they all fell sick because they were having withdrawals. They were all alcoholics. So they were having withdrawals. So once that just went away, right? Then they were all good.
Is that when they found Frank?
Yeah, that's when like they'll figure out that Charlie had the key.
Right.
And then
right.
to
they went out
unlock
and
the
then
toilet. Yeah, they went out. Then
saw
they just saw the trail of like sanitizer
slime.
all over the floor, slime. Then they follow him into the back office, and he's on the floor in his whiteys, tidy whiteys, and everything like
Shave.
ball cap, shave, and he's like, "I just want to be pure."
The shit that they got Danny DeVito to do is pretty insane, lah.
It is insane.
Yeah.
They might do one for this pandemic as well.
I think they will.
They
Yeah.
probably will. They might do one.
Because
If,
they
but they
sometimes they
probably-
cover like one topic multiple times, but they do it like better and better.
But they probably need to get more information because they don't want to do it exactly in this period. Because right now, I think we were discussing before, nobody knows, like, no one can say for certain. We know we're in something. This is maybe you can say self-imposed pandemic or self-imposed isolation by every government, but we can't say for certain. I mean, I'm not in a position to tell you what is and what's not out there. But I think you guys showed me some videos. We watched some also. No one knows for certain what is actually out there. We've given it a name. WHO has given it a name, but testing so far, zilch. Even though we're testing for it, they test and they found the presence of that one thing, COVID. But like I went to the Wikipedia page and all the testing equipment from China.
No, but you should not be using Wikipedia as
You shouldn't be
as
using
a source,
Wikipedia,
lah.
lah, but
Yeah,
But
anyone
it's
can
been
just change
reported, lah.
things on Wikipedia.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. But
No,
I
you
mean,
should
it's
look.
stated
You
there.
should look at the footnotes. So if they have a citation, you go and look at the citation.
Let me see.
No, but if you're going to use a scientific standard, right, then none of like whatever, like the pandemic or whatever, it has not been proven by scientific standards, right? It
Yeah,
is
so
just
that's
like
why.
it's like loads of fear mongering and loads of authoritarian like rules that have been pushed onto people.
Mm.
But of course,
That's
we
a-
advise people not to flout the law and not get into trouble.
Mm. Because the virus itself has not been identified, right?
Black Mamba.
It has not been isolated.
Right.
Yeah. So what people, all the like scholarly material that's out there is all about material that they claim to be isolated, but it might not be what do you call that? It might not be actual viruses. It might be exosomes.
Mm. And
So it's
also
not the same as a virus.
there are a lot of cases where medical institutions have come out to say that the test kits are not reliable as well, right? Test kits
Yeah,
that
that's
we
what Sean
produce.
was saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if it's not
So-
reliable, then what exactly are you testing? And
I think Sean earlier on was talking about an Indian study where they were like, those kids from China
Mm.
don't work or something like that. Like the percentage of them not working is too high. We can't use them.
Mm.
144. The Telegraph. The Indian one is the Telegraph.
Right. Okay. So what's the percentage of test kits not working? It's quite high, right? The numbers that you
Not
give
not
out.
percentages. This test kit they were using touts 90 percentile accuracy, but it only actually returned 5.4%.
But it claims to be a 90 percentile accuracy, but in fact it's only 5% accurate.
5.4.
What? That's pretty
Yeah.
ridiculous though. That's like
It is lah, but
rolling the
like
dice.
Devin said again, references the citations and everything the sites that they cite and all that, because the current standards, WHO standards, is there's tests for it. I think they use a PCR test. or
PCR,
something.
yeah.
PCR test. They'll test for again something. This genome that's been identified as COVID-19, SARS-CoV-2. I think that's the scientific name. So there's an indicator of it, but as to how accurate or how trustworthy that is, we don't know. They're testing for something and they find it. Okay, so there's a presence of this virus there.
No, it's not a
And they
virus.
say that, there's a presence of
They're
this.
fine.
or whatever they're
The
testing
genome.
for. Yeah,
They're
so
testing for
there's
the
a presence
genome.
of it. There's a presence of it. The Wuhan, the genome that maybe China gave to everyone. So there's a test kit to test for that genome, which they swab you, they put it in a machine.
Oh, but the
and
thing
they-
is that it might not be it's not strictly saying that it came from whatever that came from China or what. It might exist in your body. The exosomes, right, have the same genome patterns, or under the microscope they look the same. So if these tests, right, are actually just testing for the same structure or the same RNA sequence or whatever, right, then it's going to be picking the exosome up as a virus.
So yeah, but like I said, we don't really know. We're not doctors or certified people to say it. We're basing this on rough surface knowledge on virus and what we know about that. But I think the gist of it is that we're testing for something based on a theory, like on theories or from hypotheticals. Nothing's really been proven. I mean, okay, not saying nothing's been solidly proven. I guess I don't know how else to put this. We've seen videos of a doctor like saying that there are certain tests you have to carry out to prove that a certain virus is a cause for a certain disease, and those tests have not been satisfied, both of them, by papers to prove that COVID is causing like the current situation that, and like I said, again, not 100% confirmed. I can't be the one telling you that there's nothing out there. But I personally believe there is something out there. It's just that we might not know what it actually is.
Right.
And we might be just labeling all the sicknesses now from this. And because of the testing method we're using, that we identify certain things that might already be in our body. Like because I think influenza has been around for a while, and it's probably in your body, and then now maybe they're picking up that, like maybe reactivated for some reason or what. Again, I don't know. And what if we're just labeling all of that under this?
Right.
And that's what's causing the numbers to rise up, and then suddenly, because based on stats, you can say, oh shit, it is a pandemic because everyone has it. It's here, it's in the US, it's in Europe and everything, and they all test. Everyone's probably using the same test and finding the things that you said, like maybe it tests and it identifies this one thing. It might not be that. It might just be this one thing that's in our body, and some people have it, some people don't. Some people are immune to it, some people don't display it, or some it's not activated in their body, so they test negative for it, and that leads to a spike in numbers, and that leads to the labeling of it as a pandemic. I think because the criteria for a pandemic is that it's not localized to one country. It is in one country spread out throughout the country, and then in other countries as well.
It's global.
Epidemic is just your localized, but this is everywhere. So if that's the case, then governments have been reacting to that, and not
all governments
wrong.
though. The Sweden government has chose not to do a
because
lockdown.
of herd immunity. But you see that shouldn't have worked. If I'm not saying it shouldn't have worked, it was a risk on their part. Because if there was really one thing and it didn't work out, right, all of them could be infected, and a lot of this, but it didn't.
Yeah,
it
so
means they were infected,
bars
they
and
didn't die,
restaurants,
and they got immune.
Yeah, bars and restaurants are still open. Public places are still open, but limited to no more than 50 people. So bars and restaurants only can host up to 50 packs. Any more than that, they'll have to take away. Yeah.
So in that sense, it gives me the vibe that this thing it's not as fatal.
No, it's not.
Again, I can't say that.
Yeah. If you look at the numbers in Singapore, it's pretty conservative though. Like we have 13,000 infection cases, 12 deaths, which is like 0.1%, and then 24 of the active cases are severe or critical.
Yeah, the percentage of fatalities would suggest that it is not that. It's not a pandemic,
Yeah,
in Singapore.
And also Singapore has been doing way more active testing right now. and so that's why you see a drastic
Spike.
increase in the infection rate.
Yeah.
But that's not a bad thing though, or it's not saying not a bad thing, but not a cause for concern, right?
Correct.
Because the more you
Correct.
test, naturally, the more numbers you're gonna.
Yeah, that's
And
right.
that
Yeah.
one's definitely. And again, when you're saying that the test itself is based off, I don't know how to describe it. Like I said, let's assume we're testing for the genome thing. Is not actually testing for that this virus, or it's not accurately gauging that it's this virus. We're just testing for something that's already inside some of us. Those numbers also can't really be trusted.
Yeah.
I mean, the other thing is, I think I read somewhere, I can't remember where I read it lah, but because of the not say misdiagnosis lah, but because this is the blanket association of everything to be COVID, the death itself might be an inaccurate reflection of what's happening. Like they said this is related to COVID, and then they put it as an immediate death caused by COVID, but it might not be.
Yeah,
Because most of the
within the
cases already
States.
like have a heart condition, have this and all that. Because now the states have 50,000 there, and if you miss a sign, like this person actually didn't really, I mean, it has the virus, but really the virus didn't cause it, then it's like it's a mistake to label it as a death caused by COVID, and that could skew the numbers a bit. But everything is COVID, so this person dies, got COVID, then it becomes an associated death, but it might not be.
There was this push, right, in the States, where anyone who dies after having tested positive will be labeled as death by COVID-19.
Yeah.
Under the death certificate will be COVID-19.
So
that was CDC
numbers.
guidelines.
Yeah.
And everything now is based on those numbers. Like you said, 2.9 million dollars, 2.9 million people infected. It could cause anyone to be worried.
Yeah, but you see, right, like they had like an initial like search, and like they were scaring people. They were saying that we might not have enough beds in the hospitals. We might need like 140,000 beds in New York itself. And then after the estimates came out that they only needed like 13,000 beds. And now they are telling nurses to go back home and like take your leave.
Right.
Yeah. So it's like, like they are saying one thing and then like another thing is happening. But I think the most important thing, and like I think you should start from what the good Dr. Andrew Kaufman has been saying. Like, first you need to know what's the virus. You need to isolate the virus first. And if you're not even studying the virus, then how are you going to solve it? How are you going to solve the problem of the virus spreading or virus killing?
No, his major issue is, I think, is that that it was not scientifically linked to all this, not scientifically proven. The papers were given, they took the papers, maybe not read it thoroughly, because when he read it, he said like the conditions of the test that they were running, the Koch and the reverse test, they were not met.
Yeah. So what he said was, what he eventually said, right, was that it seemed like they were working with an outcome. So they were trying to find a way to reach the outcome.
Yeah.
So they were trying to prove something.
Instead of testing as testing should be done, to test and find out. They were given the idea, bias testing. That's they kind of already know, we need to prove that it's COVID. And they were working on, they gave it, and even though the papers didn't prove it, they took it and it's like, oh, it is. So you see, that's the worrisome thing that's going out there. I think the line, because we're trying not to be alarmist or anyone that's
I don't think any one of us here are alarmists. I think we are questioning things.
So what we don't want to do is cause people to be too complacent and say like, there's nothing out there and go out and what.
We're not American.
For me, I'm just saying that there might be something out there that it might be the seasonal flu, which also, you should not be going out so much. You don't want to catch it and get sick lah. But it also could be a new strain or something. we don't know. The issue is that information hasn't been so free, and how people have been acting might not be right. Like imagine if those people's papers really went up. The governments or the people in charge that really got it are so anxious to like maybe put the blame or cause a ruckus. They just take it and say, oh, there's a virus out there. We have papers to prove it. But like I said, like if those people went out and this doctor is right, they were just taken at face value.
Dude, there's another thing about the government saying shit, right? So the doctor who is now like Fauci,
Dr.
the guy
Fauci.
in the States.
Tony Fauci.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Anthony Fauci.
he came out, like he was standing beside Donald Trump and he was telling how this virus is like so contagious and everything, right? But he wrote an article for, I think it's a New England Journal of Medicine or something like that, saying the exact opposite.
Yes. Yep. Yeah, a lot of people are saying that you can't trust what Dr. Fauci is.
Yeah, so
quoting
he
in media.
like the article is, you can, if you go and search for it, you can find it lah. And it says that it won't be spreading. It's nothing to be worried about. But in front of the media, he's like totally different. It's like we need to be worried.
That's why there's this imbalance with the information that's good. Some people say this, they immediately say that. And
it's the same guy.
And you're also wondering one thing, that this pandemic, as everyone can now see, like it's a real thing happening, right? I mean, the crisis, the event we're in, like everyone's reacting to it, and you see that it's there. But when we see something and you question, how can you question it? Like, oh, how can you question this? Like it's happening. But then when you really ask yourself, wait, let's step back and see what we're reacting to. We're actually reacting to what the media has shown us, and what numbers we've been given, WHO and all that. But when we look behind it, we don't. If you, like you said, when there are Dr. Kaufman's things saying that it's not been like really linked, then how can someone just go out there and say things like it's COVID? Like you said, WHO confirms that it's COVID, right? Like it's on the one side COVID, but like when you have papers like that and you're saying that it doesn't match the test that's been carried out, they haven't linked it yet. But WHO, World Health Organization, immediately classifies it as COVID. That's someone we should trust, right?
No.
It's COVID. I mean,
that's the thing.
But that's the impression we'll be getting, right? This is the people that we should be trusting, like when they say it's COVID, like I immediately think, oh yeah, it's COVID, I should protect myself and all that. But now if you have an opposite side saying that, actually we didn't really connect the two, and you're like, huh? Now I can't trust them. And this is where I'm at. I'm like confused. Like when the first time you ever brought it up, right? I was like thinking, how can we look at what we are? We have to wear masks, isolated. How can we deny that it's there's something out there? And then I saw that video and I'm like, oh shit, what? You mean you mean we really haven't even scientifically linked them? I'm like, huh? And now I'm scratching my head. It's like, oh, is this the kind of world we're in? We can't even trust the entire organization that I've been basing my entire life on. Like, if they say it's this, it has to be that. Like if it's a yellow fever coming out,
That's why you need to, like, okay, you see, right, people that have been labeled as conspiracy theorists, conspiracy nuts, right? Like, you look at David Icke, you look at Alex Jones. They have been saying shit for a very long time and they've been dismissed for a very long time. And then now, you look at them, most of the shit that they've been talking about, right, has turned up. You look at it from the Epstein
we've
thing.
always pride ourselves on being the more like common sense, like these people are just acting out, want fame, or you don't want to put yourself on the opposite end of it. Because right now, even if you were to go out there and tell people, hey, why are you so scared for? You'll be labeled like, hey, wise up, man, people are dying and all that. And yes, there are people dying. Yes, there are people sick, elderly people, and it's
dude, people die every day, man.
That one's really happening, but I think maybe really now people just need to ask questions, not act like idiots like what the Americans are doing. Like, go out there and protest it, and say stupid things like haircuts and
I
all
think
that.
that we need people like that as well.
We
Because
don't
people
we
who
don't
think too
need
safe, right? We will not do that kind of things. So
no,
there
but
has to
they
be
can do it.
some
They
guy
can do it
out
in
there
a
who would.
no, but they don't have to do it that way. There are this. We can do it like this. You can do it online. You can
But
do it
who's going to listen to this?
No, I mean not this lah, but you can do it on. I mean, if people do it on
Our
Twitter,
20 listeners.
yeah, but
20 average
let's
listeners.
let's say those protesters do it on Twitter, and or do it on okay, I'm not saying doing what they're doing, but voice their concerns on Twitter, or maybe research more before they
Oh yeah,
say more things.
if you voice your concerns, right, and it does not follow like the line that WHO is saying, right, if you put any information out about COVID, it'll be removed. YouTube is actively removing it.
Twitter
So
as well,
if
Facebook as well.
Facebook and Twitter and
No.
I don't know whether Instagram is doing it, because who posts like pictures about COVID? I don't know.
Or
But
perhaps maybe what
So-
I meant to say was I wish that the people doing the protesting were a lot more Dr. Kaufman-y. People will
Yeah, but that's
interview
what I
them and
said,
they have better things to
like-
say lah.
Of course, no, but you see, no one wants to go out there and search for these kind of people. Like the mainstream media is not bothered about them. They don't want them.
Yeah, they want the nut job who like
They
sprout,
want the nut jobs.
like Trump
And
2020, that kind of shit.
the media is looking for people who will double down on this like pandemic.
They're not looking for people who give a rational viewpoint, I guess. It's the same thing
No,
with
but
They're not questioning anything.
The thing is that they're not looking for rational people. They're looking for people like the ones we see on the news now. The ones who are pro-Trump and saying that it doesn't exist, but the way they say, it leads to more people being like, you guys are crazy, instead of taking any of them seriously.
It's like the gun debate
And
also, right?
Yeah,
in
no,
America.
it's actually working through the conspiracy. Like, how the conspiracy theory, the word conspiracy came out from, the CIA trying to discredit these people, and it actually worked.
After the JFK,
Because
right?
this word suddenly becomes linked to being like, every time you hear the word conspiracy, you're not taking it seriously. You mean you just go like, oh,
you're anti-government. You are, you want to cause anarchy in the system.
And because
the simple definition of conspiracy and the legal definition, right, is pretty simple. It's pretty plain. If I, one individual, conspire with another individual to carry out an illegal act, that's a conspiracy. Right? You carrying out the act, that is you committing the crime. But both of us coming together with a plan, right, that's also a crime. That's also punishable by law. So that's what people have been talking about. Like what Josiah mentioned earlier. It came out after the JFK assassination.
That's the CIA thing. The CIA came up with that.
So the CIA had
anyone that came out with an alternative view from what they said happened.
Yes.
And because
besides
of that,
the official story, they were labeled as conspiracy theories.
Besides the official story, yes. So it's given all this, and then over the years, right, they've linked it to crazier, like, again, the kind of people that are protesting now, those people who don't really have logic and are just jumping on hearsay, so they don't have anything else to back up what they say. They just have that it's this, and and it doesn't give them any value. So when they say something like that, people who hear them are easy to dismiss them, like I said lah. But the reason why I open is because when I talk to my cousin, is the one thing, all these questions, like the things they raise up, like it's not a pandemic, there has to be a reason why those questions were asked. And often,
I think
or not, those questions actually have a basis, actually have a like a valid basis and valid questions. It's just that, sometimes it's just sometimes they hear one word, they take it out of value, and they go and protest it, and then they discredit the entire view, and no one stops to actually ask the questions anymore. Like right now, those are actually seriously questions.
We spoke about COVID being like, there might not be. I think with Q, when he was on our podcast, and we spoke about like how there might be an underlying conspiracy behind this, and I think at that point we did not know much But now with more information, now we know that
This
Bill Gates, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, they are working really hard on coming up with a vaccine.
Mm.
And then now there are more information coming out with quantum dots.
What?
So that's like ink that can be attached to the vaccine. And after it's vaccinated to you, right, it will form
track you.
underneath your skin, so they can check whether you've got the vaccine or not.
Oh, and then you can test your
So it's another like a tracking tool, but yeah, I don't know what quantum dots can be used for other than testing whether this person already has the vaccine.
Right.
Or whether the vaccine really exists. But those again sort of
Yeah,
mind-boggling.
but you don't know whether it's the vaccine is actually real.
It's just saving
what.
water.
Yeah, you also like, is it a placebo or whatever?
Because we're not in the we're not in that field. We're not in the biotech field. We don't know a lot of this stuff, and many people also follow us the same. So either those that know don't say anything because they can benefit from it, or those that know are immediately censored. But right now, so I'm talking to you guys. Someone could be listening, and then if I say the key word, then can get all three of us in trouble, even though there's only 20 people listening.
No, but here's the thing, what, like, before even jump to the vaccines and whether is it useful or not, or what, if the virus has not been isolated, then what is the vaccine used for as well? So I think the first question is
exactly.
That's his point. That's his point exactly. Because if it's not
the first question, if the virus is not isolated, then what is the virus, right? Like,
yes. Yeah. No. Then what are you combating?
Yeah.
Was this all just an elaborate setup to have you introduce a vaccine to inoculate or tag millions, billions of people?
Or
have control.
You're preparing the population for the next
invasion.
round. I don't know whether it's invasion or whatever,
by the lizard people.
But now people are already used to staying at home. So if there's another event, another pandemic, whatever comes in, right? People know, okay, it worked the last time. So I think this is the right way to go. People are not going to question it the next time.
A lot of scary ideas. A police state.
But we are living in a police state now. Right? You can't go out. If you don't have a good reason, right? You can't go out.
No, I forgot what was the word.
Fascism?
Something like that, but it's different where everyone is just it's a utopian society.
Dystopian, you mean?
Dystopian is one word, but utopian in the sense that all the ideals of elites are being held up. Like so society runs smoothly, yet only 1% benefits from it. Something like that.
That is true.
Like, the elites are living it up, but then the rest of us
the banking sector is not closed.
Huh? Yeah, so it's like so the rest of us, the non-elites, are carrying on life and are happy about it. Basically, 99 working for the one, and indoctrined to be happy, not happy. I wouldn't use the word happy. Like,
be satisfied.
Basically, drones.
Yeah.
Turn into drones. When the 99% are not, they don't even care about your satisfaction. You are made to be satisfied. Your role is to serve the elites. I forgot. It was a book. Was it a book? A book or someone's theory? I can't remember. Was it
from 1984?
Probably.
I can't remember.
Probably.
But it's an idea that goes out there
George Orwell?
where you what's that word for? You just full control is the powerful exerting full control over the rest of the populace.
That's what's happening.
I think it's the exact description where you have this group of people at the top, and then everyone else just works like mindless drones. Then it's in somewhere that said first you tag it, first you get tagged, then you have cameras installed in your house. The moment you speak out, then you get punished. And then slowly no one speaks out. and slowly no one questions, and slowly you have people put together to produce other people, so this group of people can. It's a very scary thought.
Yeah,
And
the
it's
word
been
that's being
labeled
used right now is technocrats.
technocrats.
Yeah.
Jeff Bezos.
Dude, I think it was the doctor Jennifer Daniels. She was saying that how can you close down almost every other business? You're saying that the virus can live on countertops and everything, but Amazon is still operating. So you're saying that the virus
two
that lives on
comparisons.
countertops cannot live on cardboard.
No, they took two comparisons. I think that the article compared two people because the government this lockdown, right? So
Which
a guy
article?
that was doing, I can't remember. No, was it a news article? But it was with Jeff Bezos. So this guy, small time business owner, does like a door-to-door delivery. A comic games guy. So he was delivering comic book, and then he was shut down. But Amazon, which does delivery, is allowed to continue.
Yeah.
So the small business has shut down, but the big one, no.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
Even
like
though it's basically doing the same thing.
But with Amazon, right?
Doing the same thing.
Amazon.
No, still, even though you buy things online, you don't receive it digitally. You receive it physically.
Correct.
Right?
Yep. Correct,
so they shut down the guy who is a small business owner, comic books, or delivering his own, like this one guy. How many people can he reach, right? So one guy, so he's delivered, and they shut that guy down. But Amazon, that does it everywhere, billions of people, they don't shut them down.
But the guy
Because
can always
based on-
port his business to Amazon because Amazon is not being shut down. You know?
I mean,
and then he can reach a far
that
greater
might be,
audience.
that might be one thing.
That
But I
can be
think,
my argument in this specific case.
but then again, why shut him down when he physically delivers it? Amazon has to physically deliver it as well.
Yeah, you see,
They don't get drones. They don't get drones to deliver it. They get physical people to deliver it. So why can't this guy physically deliver it, but Amazon can? So if you're gonna shut down this guy, don't you have to shut down Amazon as well?
Well,
That was
Amazon
their
being
point.
a multi-billion-dollar company, they probably had the
See,
resources and manpower
that's-
to disinfect their packages before it reached the consumer.
No, this guy is a single person. He can easily disinfect.
Yeah, he can disinfect,
Even doing
yeah.
bulk. He's not even doing bulk. He's delivering one thing. He could disinfect that himself, and it's easier for him to disinfect it. Easier for him to control it. But they didn't shut. They shut him down, but not Amazon. And the base thing is because they're too big and they're too rich, or they have backing.
do you want to see?
Every one of their arguments actually, I mean, it's just small and large. I think maybe they can't shut them down
Yeah,
because
I think the financial ramifications of shutting
You
Amazon
want to see
down
the
is too
stock
big.
prices
for what?
for Amazon?
They just went up,
Now,
right?
yeah, it's now not just it shot up 2,432 per
Because
share.
it's because online revenues, anything done online is gonna shoot up.
No, yeah,
Last
also
October,
because I
right,
think
it was at 1,377. So it has gone up by $1,000
wow,
$1,000
within the past month or within
from October. Okay, then it went down. It went up to about 2,160 in February, and then once everything got started to shut down, it went down 1,600, and now it's 2,400.
wow, that's crazy though.
Yeah. So Amazon, Netflix, all the streaming services, all the online retailers, they are doing okay.
They're doing okay. But then there's the one thing raised lah. Like why are the small business being shut down? The big business like that being run, and
I think
basically
I think also they are too
benefiting.
big to shut down completely lah. They would cripple the
No, but you
American
see, right?
economy.
You're talking about that, right? But if there's
the
really
whole
a
reason
pandemic,
for,
right? You
the whole
should be
reason
shutting
for,
them down.
I think that's what that's the thing. It's like the whole reason for shutting down the small business is the pandemic. Is this pandemic is to prevent the spread. But why would you stop the small one that can only probably spread to 1, 2, 3, 10 people within a week? Then one mega business, Amazon, that could, if one of them were infected, spread to 100, 200, 300 people. The sound logic that they're trying to use doesn't apply there. So it's pick and choose. I can choose
Yeah.
to
So
stop
you
the
look at
small
it,
one.
right?
A big
Singapore
one,
Airlines is also big business, what? Singapore Airlines big business, right? But they have grounded 96% of their flights.
Mm.
All right. And
96.
if you're going to say that, oh, Amazon has the resources to test or to put all the social distancing measures to disinfect whatever, but then there's also an argument saying that the virus can be asymptomatic. So your worker who's there might not show any evidence of having a fever, flu, or whatever, but he's carrying the virus.
And
Then how
with
then?
the whole surface thing, surface
Yeah.
exists on surface unless they're doing the like stringent test, stringent disinfection,
Right,
spraying
right.
all of it
So-
with aerosol, alcohol.
So there are
So-
clearly double standards between the small
Double
and medium
standards,
businesses and
Mm.
multinational
double
corporations.
standards, and like you said, maybe they deem themselves essential. The U.S. economy benefits too much from it, or an economy benefits too much from their delivery. People need their stuff, and Amazon's big enough to cater to everyone. So there are lots of little this small little things there, here and there, but always brings up that one question I think that we raised, that there's a basis for every conspiracy, and this is one. Like you're saying, background, there are some people running it, right? This could be one of those little inkling. It might be a coincidence, but this one little, how come this one's so huge? Maybe he has a bigger pool than we all think. Like just whispers, you can't shut us down.
Yeah.
Shut down the small one, because use the same logic for the small ones. The comic book one might not have been a very good example because it's not very essential.
Not essential, yeah.
No, but it's a perfect example to show the case for every other medium to small to medium businesses around the world.
Like
has
when
suffered
he
greatly
brought up
because of this.
SIA is also quite big. And they're not really allowed to fail, but they will cut down, grounded.
Yeah.
But it's not happening in Amazon.
Mm.
And one thing is also, on the other hand, is Amazon is that strong. Like if you were to stop them, people would complain because they want to buy they want to get.
And let's not forget, it's worldwide.
It's worldwide. So they really can't be shut down, and they have that going for them. Bezos has that going for him. They can't be shut down. Even though we see that if you shut down that guy, you should be shut down as well. But I want to get my stuff. So
yeah,
dude, and I think the most important thing people should keep in mind, right, is the transfer of wealth that happened like weeks before.
You just said it jumped up by 1,000. That's fucking, what the hell? How much is the wealth just boom right there, man?
yeah.
Dude, it's almost like this, like 70-80% increase, in stock
He's
price.
already the richest man in the world, and that guy actually has the cheek. I mean, at least Bill Gates has the decency to try to figure out a vaccine as his cover. But this guy has
that's
the
worse.
cheek to,
That is worse.
This guy is
worse.
asking us. This guy is asking us to donate to him. Maybe that's what makes me believe that he's actually he's out of the loop. Like he's not actually in this plan because he's actually asking us to donate to him. The cheap.
Jeff Bezos is asking people to donate to Amazon.
He created an Amazon fund, asking people to donate their fund to help out.
What?
Help out with what?
That's what I heard.
Help out with what?
Help, like
find the cure.
Charity lah.
To donate to the medical hospitals and whatever not lah.
Whatever not lah. That's what I heard. I didn't bother to find out because if it was true, it pissed me off lah. So I didn't want to get angry here. So I was like, okay lah.
No, but he's the richest person because he holds Amazon shares. That's not money.
And now he's gonna be, even if like that thing shot up that much, he's gonna be so much more richer.
Yeah,
and
maybe you would have to sell them.
Maybe then he'll be brought into the Illuminati.
Dude, he's already part of the group already. He owns Washington Post as well.
He's trying to get into the group.
He bought Washington Post?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh shit. Okay.
Can you imagine if we were talking like that? We are actually the 3 most powerful people in the world. I control the Middle East.
I doubt that lah.
Deben controls Asia. And Josiah controls European.
He's live streaming from Sentosa.
Which is why if me and Josiah, like if I was in the Middle East and the European side, is why the two of us are hit so damn fucking high. Because I don't know anything. You couldn't care less.
Yeah, I'll just surf every day, or go snorkeling or some shit.
You just
surf in Singapore. Come on lah.
Look at the waves behind. It's massive.
Look at
because that's not Sentosa.
Look at the breeze.
This is my private resort.
It's a lot of breeze up
This
here,
is a
man.
private island.
Yeah.
Epstein's Island.
It's really cooling up here. And
Do you
the
see any
sights are
alien
beautiful.
spaceship flying around, waiting for
What country
invasion?
is that?
That's
Is that
Europe,
even
man.
our? Is
There you go.
that even our planet?
Yeah.
What?
On this psychedelic note, I think it's about time we end this.
That could be the planet Bill Gates comes from. Oh my god.
All right.
All right. On that note.
Thank you
That
for
note.
listening and watching another episode of the Listening Room.
Yes. Don't worry. This will
We'll
be
see you
over
guys soon.
Our face.
Yeah.
Do we
Have a
have to
good
take another
circuit
screenshot
breaker.
for the next? The
Another 1 month
screenshot
of
for the
circuit
next
breaker.
episode. Sorry, screenshot for this episode. One. Who's gonna screenshot? You do the screenshot.
What, me? I don't. Okay. One,
Yeah,
two,
you
three.
do.
All right. Got it.
Bye.
Ciao.